Now I think I'm live. Maybe. Let's see. I think I might be live. Checking on my other phone to see if I am live. Let's see. Okay. Oh, yay. All right. It says I'm live. So I'm just here by myself. Cool. No worries. We're just going to sit tight and figure out how to tell. Oh, there we go. Okay. I should know better. Read the screen. That's something I tell my students all the time. Okay. I was talking to myself, like, am I live? And then I totally missed the button where it says go live. So we press that. I see the counter. There we go. Let's see how to present the screen. It's been a minute since I've done this. I did teach virtually for 1.5 years, but I used Google Meet, not StreamYard. So let's see. It shouldn't be too hard to figure out. We don't want to slide. We want to present, share screen. Okay. Share screen. Let's see. Hey, there we go. All right. There's my budget. I love my new budget tracker. I'm so excited to start using it. I wanted to make sure, well, first of all, now that I have paid off so much debt and have extra money, of course, I still want to keep going with my debt, but I want to make sure that I'm more purposeful with my spending and not spending on crazy things. Like I love Diet Coke and trying not to overspend in that category, or going out to eat, another category I love. So I created the new budget tracker to help with that. And as soon as I work out like all the little kinks and everything, make sure there's no errors, I will be sharing it for free down below. I promise. I want to make sure it works before I start sharing it so that it is easy to use. So I think what we need to do is zoom in to make sure that this is easy to see. If you are here, say hello in the chat box. I do have it open so I can see messages. Maybe I'm just here by myself. I don't know, but if you're out there, go ahead and say hello. Let me know where you're coming from. Let me know if it's your payday and whatever you want to tell me about your debt-free journey or your budgeting. Let's get a conversation going here while I get set up. But we'll wait a minute here before we get too into this. I hope that's big enough on the screen. Oh, no, we want to see this. Let's see. Oh, read this. I think this makes the screen a little bit easier so you can see my numbers a little bit easier. So I think we're going to go with this layout. If it's not working for you guys, let me know. So, well, I'm here by myself, it seems right now. But if you're watching this as a replay, let me know if you like this layout on the screen, if it's easy to see the numbers. If not, we'll figure something else out. I think I zoomed in pretty good. I think, oh my gosh, if my computer resets on itself, I'm going to die. Okay. Here we go. So today's the payday, which is really exciting. I ended up getting a little bit extra from an after-school club that I occasionally partake in. It's a super easy thing. It's homework club. So basically the kids come after school for an hour, 3 days a week, and I help them with homework for about 45 minutes. And then the last I don't know, like 15 minutes or so. They get to do an activity, a craft, or coding, or something with like the Ozobots or the robots, whatever. Okay, so first paycheck of May, 1623.62. That's base salary and a little stipend. And then I did get another stipend, which they put in a separate check. That's just how they do it. That was 144.37 after all taxes and deductions and retirement and healthcare and all that good stuff. Then, nope, that's it for today. I am not going to pay myself out for any reselling today. It's so early in the month, so we're just going to leave that at 0 today. Well, no. You know what? Yeah, I'm not going to enter anything there. Okay, so total income is $1,767.99. That is amazing. I'm so happy with that. I'll be even happier next year when we get our raise from our new contract. All right, let's take a look at debt. So if you've watched my debt confession video, you know that I have done a debt consolidation settlement. I am at the very tail end of it. And if that is something that you have considered or you are doing or thinking about doing, let me just tell you, if they tell you that it ends at whatever month, give yourself like 3 more months for paperwork and everything to be processed. And just know it's a big pain in the butt. So that deduction used to be $261 every paycheck. But since now I'm at the end of my program, I don't have to, I don't owe any more money. But while everything is getting wrapped up at the end, they still want a full deduction. And I'm like, that is ludicrous. Why would I keep sending you my money when you don't even need my money? Well, I understand what can happen is as they're finishing up what lump sum payments to the creditors, there could be issues that come up where maybe someone didn't get fully funded, or it could have been where there were legal fees that need to be paid. So they do want to still withdraw from your bank account and get those deposits, just in case something comes up, which I get, but I'm not in that situation. So, what they will allow you to do is reduce your payment. So now instead of being $261, the lowest I could reduce it to was $25. They did say anything can come up, and if something comes up, then I will owe them. I'm really hoping nothing comes up. I don't anticipate it will. I've been making my deposits way more than I need to. I will be what they call graduating about 18 months earlier than what was projected when I signed up for the program. But anyway, that's the long story to say that this is a $25 payment today. Now, I also need to make a payment on my private student loan, which I'm not going to do until I finish everything up. That payment isn't due, I think, the 9th. I got to add the due dates on the spreadsheet. That is due on the 9th. And the reason I'm not going to do anything today with that is, as I talked about before, the way that they do the interest really has been quite odd in my opinion. Like, they don't accumulate interest daily, and it's not like every Friday or on the 5th of the month. It doesn't have like a specific increment. It's like whenever they want to. So paying half the payment twice a month or when I get paid didn't seem to really work out well for me, because when I was paying, I think it was $151 last time, it didn't cover interest for that period. And so the interest just kept going. So when I paid the second half of the payment, the other $151, it was like only $34 went to principal instead of like $100. So what I'm going to do is go through all of this. When it gets closer to the day that it's due, then I'm going to make a bigger payment than the minimum payment. Okay. So we're going to come back to that. That's the short explanation, I guess. The long short. All right, let me go down here to fixed expenses. All right, so $400 for rent, not rent. Oh my Lanta, I have not paid rent in years. For mortgage and utilities, my union dues, oh, what was that? $54.30. And that is it for that so far. And the next category I'm really not interested in, but we're going to do it anyway, is variable expenses. So I've been using my debit card, which connects to Mint automatically. Makes it so much easier for me to track my spending. So I'm going to pull that up on my other computer. I seem to have lost the streaming tab, so I'm not sure. There we go. All right. Let's take a look here. My gosh, it is so hard to do this and to talk at the same time, which is ironic because I like teach all day and I like do 1,500 things in 1 second all at once during the day. But to do this, not so easy. Okay, now let me go to transactions, and I only want to see transactions through today, May 5th, because I won't have any more transactions tonight. So I see I was charged interest on my credit card, and then the only other spending I have is I went to the Family Dollar. I grabbed some stuff for school. That was $4.75. We had STE testing this week, and it was the math test. I'm a math teacher, so I did tell my students that if I observe them using their tools, that I would give them a little treat. So we have that, and that goes under work. And then my TubeBuddy, which I use for my YouTube analytics, I didn't realize that it wasn't under my business account because I signed up for it so long ago. I only pay it once a year. So that came out. I should put a category under miscellaneous here. Yeah, I'll fix that later. Okay, so that was $43.20. And when I'm finished here, I'm gonna go into that account and just change it over to my business account. Won't be a charge until next year, but whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, that's it. So that's not too bad for the week compared to how I was spending before. I think a lot of that has to do with making, like, just having it in the background that, like, if you spend this money in this place on this thing, then you have to put it on your budget tracker. So I'm like, do I really want to stop and get a Diet Coke? Because then I'm going to have to put in my budget tracker, and that's going to take away from that budget. So maybe since it's so early in the month, I want to, like, not be spending everything in the first 5 days of the month. So it's definitely been very motivating to spend a lot less by having all of these categories specified. Is that a word? Am I using it correctly? I don't know. So anyway, we have 474 and 4320. So today, oh my gosh. Okay. All right, I feel a little dumb right now. I just added this up and didn't realize at the bottom of my column it's 47.94. I already have it tallied. It's okay. It's almost summer vacation. My brain is just fried from my full-time job. If you know a teacher, I'm sure they're feeling the same way too. If you are a teacher, let me know. Let me know if you're feeling this way. This is how the week has been going. In fact, yesterday everybody was like, oh, today is Friday. And it's like, oh, tomorrow is actually Friday. Thank goodness it's the weekend. All right. So, what am I doing here? I think what I'm going to do is at the end of the month, we will tally up all the categories and then put them here for the variable expenses. Do I want to do that or do I want to do it now? Yeah, let's just, you know what? We'll just do it now because I think that's going to be best how it works. Okay, so Family Dollar, that was a work expense. So 474 goes here. So I have 75, well, my budget for work is $80 for the month. So I have $75.26 left for the month. And I know I'm probably going to go over budget because May is a crazy month at work. But anyway, I'm not quite sure what I want to put for miscellaneous budget. Let's just leave it at 0, and next month we can adjust. I mean me. It's not your budget, my budget. I'll adjust as needed. Okay. All right, savings. Ugh, this is where I just have gone terrible. I haven't been saving enough money. So for my savings, I budgeted $10 to get 1 month ahead. I didn't fill in my, okay, let me think for a second here. So budgeted. Okay. Budgeted $10. We will send $10. And I think that's going to go to my Discover account. I'm just going to make a note on the side here. So Discover is going to get 10. The next thing, oh, and my expenses for 1 month. Let me just fill this goal in here. Why not? While I'm here and now. I'm such a procrastinator usually. So I'm just going to do this now so I don't forget about it. So my fixed expenses are $1,007. Well, that's my budget. Fine, that works. And then variable expenses, 807. My debt is going to go away, but for right now, I am going to include that in getting 1 month ahead. So 1,050. So approximately $2,800 is what I need for the month. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So that's my goal, is $2,864. And once more debt is paid off or paid off completely, then I will readjust my goal for the 1 month ahead. So right now, $2,864 for 1 month ahead. I'm going to send it to my Discover account, and we're sending $10. So over here on the side, I'm just going to make this little note. so I can do one transfer all at once if I send other stuff to that account. My 100 envelope savings challenge will go to my Capital One account. I'm not going to do that right now. My 6 months ahead, so that will be $2,864 times 6. Oops. 2,864 times 6. Oh gosh, $17,184. And I'm budgeting to send $10 per month. Well, that does not seem very proportional, does it? I better change that to 20 per month. So we will take care of that today. So some other things on here. I would love to buy a nice camera to use for YouTube, for vlogging, for my other channel with reselling, and just to take really nice pictures when I'm going on trips and everything, or at my cottage. But I think what I want to do, since I'll mostly be using my camera for work, that it will have to come out of work related expenses. So we'll come back to that. Car maintenance. I'm going to have to get tires in like 2 months. So we're going to send that to the Discover account. Hold on a second. Okay, excuse me. Oh, hey guys. Hi, Misty. I'm so happy you're here. This is not weight loss related, but thanks for coming and supporting me. So yeah, it was definitely a low spend week. The next couple weeks, it's not probably going to be for work, but I'm going to try to see if parents will chip in. So I'm not funding all the end of the year activities myself. And we're going to do some upcycling so that I don't have to pay a lot for supplies. But that $80 budget is going to go really quick. All right. So let me go back here. Car maintenance. When I think the tires are going to be about $1,000. So $10 is not going to do it. We're going to send also 20. Whoops. Yeah, that's that still works. Okay, great. So we're going to send, I say I'm so used to talking to my class and including everybody as one. So I use we, but here it's just me. So another $20 for Discover. Christmas gets, well, let me add this up because I don't want to go too crazy over here. Oh, I'm only at $50. Okay. Christmas is getting $10. So we'll send that as well. 10, 20 here, 20 here, 10 here. Also to Discover. And I'm not even going to send anything for Luna and Orion right now. They both just had checkups at the vet. My husband paid for it. And I think they're good to go for a while. And we did get some extra vaccines for Orion because she goes out. Luna stays inside. Is she? Oh, she's not even in here right now. Okay. I'm not going to send anything to Medico on this one because I have bills to pay. So it doesn't make sense to send it to savings and then withdraw it right away. And I think I'm just going to stop right there at $60 for today. So let me go on my other screen. Of course, I'm not going to show you guys my other screen because, sensitive information. Okay. It is not easy to do this and then try to have an engaging conversation with you guys. All right, so I do use a high yield savings account with Discover. I think the interest rate right now is 3.75%, which I guess is pretty good. The downside of the interest rates increasing for savings is that it also increased like loans. So my private student loan has just been going insane, increasing. It's so crazy. I can't even make it a coherent thought right now. All right, so I'm going to transfer $60 into my Discover savings account. I guess it will have to happen on Monday. There it goes. Oops, I can show you. Well, I'm going to move this over here. Let me just erase my account information off of there, but you can see I sent that. Don't need to save the screenshot. Okay, so that looks really good. And let me just go down here to the summary. Now this summary is by the month, so I'm being very cautious because I don't want to overspend because, it's the beginning of the month. We have a ways to go. But I'm thinking that maybe I need to take the monthly tracker and break it down into at least 2 paychecks, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just nervous because it's my first time doing budgeting this way. Maybe I need to see it broken down more, but for the month, so far, my income $1,767.99. My budget is $3,964. Actual fixed expenses that have been paid $454.30. It's about half. Then variable expenses out of my excuse me, $807 budget. I have spent $47.94. Then I put $25 towards debt and $60 towards savings. Okay. So let's revisit my debt. $325 is my private student loan. I was budgeting $750, but what I think I need to do is only make it $500. Nope, $750 is the budget. I'm gonna do $500 today, and then I'm going to do the other $250 with the next pay, I think. So if I do $500, okay, then I think that will be okay. Let me just see what it looks like if I do 750. Oops. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I'm going to keep it at 500. It's going to take some off the principal. Then what I'll do is I'm going to save the 250, roll it over, and use that to make a bigger payment next month. I don't think I want to leave this at 750 right now because the other consolidation loan is not finished. And if I need money for that, then I don't want to be stuck in a hard place. So I'm going to put 500 towards the private student loan. I feel like it was the worst thing that I ever did. Well, maybe not the worst thing, but what a terrible decision to take out a private loan. But I was really stuck in a hard place my senior year of school. I was heading into student teaching. I was like, well, I think it was in my field experience when I lost my financial aid. It didn't renew for some reason, and I think it had to do with what I was getting, and with my Pell Grant, that you can only have us for so many years, and I had already used it the first time I went to school, so it was like it looked like I was in my fifth year. And then I had to pay for a whole year of school. I went to a Catholic school because that's the only college that was in my area with my major. We had already had our house and all of that. So it is what it is. But I've been paying on it for like 10 years and it's just time to make it go away. So on my other screen, I'm just pulling up to make my payment of $500. I'll share it with you guys in just a second. So having to deal with this private student loan has brought up, like over the years, of course, conversation with my younger brother about paying for college ourselves. My husband paid for his college himself. My sister-in-law paid for her college herself. And so my brother has said that my niece and nephew, they'll pay for their own college. And it's just got me thinking, like, this really sucks. Like, my whole family are accountants and CFOs, CEOs. Anyway, they make a lot of money and always discouraged me from becoming a teacher. And I thought, this is what makes me happy. This is what I want to do. And so this is what I'm doing. And I love it. And I think, wow, like what if my niece and nephew want to do a job where they're not going to be making all that money? They're going to be stuck with student loans. And who knows? Student loans are going to be changing anyway. It might be free for them in the future. But still, then it got me thinking, like, do I need to buy them a toy for their birthday and for Christmas? I should start saving for them. Then when they get older, they won't have to maybe take out a private loan or whatever, kind of start up a way to spoil them when they get older, I guess. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling here because I'm trying to concentrate. All right, so $500 payment on my private student loan. I have to select the day. Okay. Submit payment. Just want to make sure I'm doing this right and not putting in like a $5,000 payment. That wouldn't be good. Yes. Okay, confirm payment. That's what I want to do. It's thinking about it. Isn't today May 5th? Why does it say your next payment is May 5th? That's interesting. Maybe it just needs time to process. Huh. Okay. Anyway, there it is. $500 scheduled for May 5th. I guess it will just have to wait for the system to process and update. All right. Well, I think that's everything for today. Let's just go back down here to my review. All right, so I'll have $680 left over. I'm going to let that money sit there for a little bit before I put it towards debt, just to have a little bit of a cushion to, if that debt consolidation requires any more money, I'll have that little cushion to be working with there. If not, then it will certainly be going towards that private student loan. I guess I'm also surprised to have a lot left over because I had such a low spend week, which feels really good actually. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful. Oh wait, I'm actually live. I'm not recording a video, so I can go and check and say, how's everybody's week going? So we got 9 people here. So don't forget to hit the like button. My channel has been steadily increasing with subscribers, so that's like really exciting to see. Susan said $60 a week is good for savings. Yeah, I think so. If you continue, I'll hit my goal. I think that's a really good amount for right now. I don't want to overdo it and then not have cash to spend if I need it. But I think anything left over at the end of the month, well, honestly, anything left over at the end of the month has to go towards debt. And then I can start building up my savings. I feel like I've just been in survival mode pretty much my whole life, trying to work 2-3 jobs. Sometimes I work 4 jobs just to make it. And I do have a 401k from an employer from when I was like 20, which I didn't know until I went to the financial advisor last week that it was never actually invested. So basically, the money I had when I was 20 is the same money I have now as 40. But luckily, as teaching, we have a really good pension system. And I got into our state system like 2 years before they changed it. So I feel really blessed in that. But definitely, once all the debt is taken care of, I'm going to pump up the savings so we can have a nice, comfortable life when we retire. Yeah, we were told student loans were good. Yes, and you know what? That's not an old thing. Like even walking around my school talking to my colleagues, and a lot of them have kids that are starting college, and then they're like, "Oh, and they want me to pay $13,000 as the parent, so I'm gonna have to take out a loan for that." And I'm like, "Wow!" Like our thinking is pretty much the same still, but it's kind of scary. I think some of my kids think that they'll never make it in college because of how expensive it is. They don't realize what's out there or how to save, how to budget. Actually, budgeting, not my husband, oh my God. My younger brother is an accountant. He was an accountant for PwC for a really long time. Now he's at a really big global company. And anyway, his thing is financial literacy. And he sends me resources all the time. So I've committed to myself to include it next year. This year, it's a little too late, but definitely next year, we are going to have a lot of financial literacy going on in my classroom, which works very well with math anyway. But we're going to make it like a Financial Friday kind of thing. Teach 5th grade. So, you got to make it cute. So, all right. Well, I think I better go get to my reselling and make some side money here so that I can get some more of this debt paid off. I hope you guys are having a great day. Luna did decide, I don't know if you saw her in the background jump up here, but she did decide to join us. Hi. She says, don't disturb me. So, well, thanks for being here, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, and I'll see you soon. Let me know how you like the live version, or do you prefer video? See you guys.